All right, let's check out the new 2024 Chevy Silverado EV fully electric pickup truck. This truck, as of right now, starts out at $74,000, and it's got a lot of amazing features I'm going to tell you guys about today. Now, I drove down to the Chevy dealer in Claremont, Florida. They were gracious enough to let me test drive not only the Chevy Silverado EV, but if you look here, this is the Chevy Equinox EV. So this is a fully electric small SUV that's going to be $27,000 out the door in the base trim, and that is after the tax credit, which is a pretty good deal. Now, getting back to the Chevy Silverado EV, you see it comes in two different colors they had here on the lot, which are black and white. I kind of prefer the black look with all this cladding on here. I think it does look better in the black. Now, a long time ago, I had a 2013 Chevy Volt with a V plug-in hybrid. Now they have the Bolt with a B, B-O-L-T, and that was really, that Bolt was really a compliance car. It wasn't really fun to drive. Very inexpensive, though. So saying that, it's amazing how far they've come with this Silverado electric truck compared to the Bolt. This is a 450-mile range pickup truck, which is pretty amazing, and it's got over 700 horsepower in the higher trims. I believe it's around 600 horsepower here in the work truck trim.
This is massive.
And they did not have the higher trim to test. We just checked out the work truck today.
There's no armrest that comes down. This thing is just, oh, look at that.
Now, just to highlight how far Chevy has come, the Bolt was a 50 kilowatt charging electric car. This thing charges at 350 kilowatts, which is really, really fast. Tesla's max out at 250, so this thing will put 100 miles of range in 10 minutes in, which is pretty amazing.
Parking sensors.
And this thing comes with a full tow package, fully independent rear suspension. And of course, with 450 miles of range, you want to cut that in half when you start towing a really heavy load. Now, in the bed, there are really cool outlets. There's actually a 240 volt outlet and a couple of 120 volt outlets. Now, these come with a tonneau cover, and the tailgate is dampened on the way down, but you do have to put it back up yourself manually. Now, this battery is 200 kilowatt battery. So for example, my Tesla Model S is an 85 kilowatt battery. So this is 200 kilowatts. So it's a huge battery, and that's how they're able to get that 450 mile range. Now, this is the work truck trim, so it is pretty basic, but you actually do get these kind of fake leather seats, and it does feel pretty nice in here. The screen's a little bit smaller versus the RST model, which will have a big 17-inch screen. Now, an interesting fact is the work truck will require you to own a business, like an LLC, to purchase, whereas the RST model is the one that shows up on the website. In fact, the work truck does not even show up on the Chevy website right now. But I was fortunate to drive the work truck, which is pretty neat.
It's pretty
Pretty strong.
yeah, it's as far as the braking,
Yeah.
you feel it.
Wow, this feels so substantial.
For me, because I've been selling Chevrolets for 5 years, and I'm so used to the Bolts, the smaller SUVs. So it's pretty crazy to be in such a big vehicle,
Right.
and driving like
And
electric.
actually, the turning radius. Special shout out to Alex, the dealer, who let me drive this today. The Silverado, the acceleration is 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds, which is pretty good considering it has 600 horsepower. Like I said, the RST will have over 700.
Yeah, that never gets old for me.
Yeah, I think that feels like about 5.5, maybe. 5.5 seconds, probably. The Hummer was pretty crazy because it would it would like all or block all 4 tires, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah. Does it feel much? I haven't sat inside one yet. Does it feel much wider
The Hummer?
compared to this?
Yeah, it's just a few inches wider. It's not.
So it's not like in the night and day like
No,
this. Is,
the crazy thing about the Hummer is you got the T-tops, so it's all glass, which in Florida I don't like. My car has all glass roof, which I don't like at all, because you just cook in Florida, you know.
Yeah, true.
And the Hummer also, it was on I think 35-inch tires, so when you did like this, you could feel like the tires just because they're so tall, they kind of squish, you know, almost. So when you went around corners, the tires were like, you know, howl around the corners. But off-road, it's an amazing vehicle, for sure.
I was going to ask, did you get a chance to take it off-road?
No, we just went around just like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, some of the things you give up with this work truck is you get the manual seats and the kind of plastic wheel. You don't get the leather-wrapped wheel. The mid-gate is the big problem. Back here, there would be a folding down rear seat, which would give you that 11-foot bed. So not having that mid-gate and the base trim, I think, is a huge miss. To step up to the RST, you're talking like $96,000 for that truck, which is kind of outrageous in the pricing scheme. Hopefully Chevy will lower that price. For example, if you wanted to switch over to a Ford Lightning electric pickup, the base ones of those start at $62,000, and a Platinum would be like $84,000 for an F-150 Lightning Platinum.
So it's a pull towards you?
Oh, pull towards
and
you?
then down.
Neutral and then down.
Yeah. Now we're driving.
Stay in demo mode.
Yep.
Wow, look at that. That is so cool.
Yeah, there was still more back there.
Yeah, let's pull around. And so the 4-wheel steering is not really an issue because look at this. I mean, watch. I'm not even cranking it all the way. Now this is all the way. Look at that.
Yeah,
Look how much
it just turns out. Look at that.
Staying on. It must be a mile per hour thing.
Yeah, so
Behind you, in front of you. Up. Oh, wow.
yeah.
That's cool.
They were parallel parking.
Yeah, this is amazing, actually. It's got cameras everywhere.
Yeah. Will equipped, blind side alerts, and,
Yeah.
you know, 2 feet first and.
So look at that. It's staying on. We're doing 50 miles an hour, and the cameras are staying on. Oh, this is so cool. Did we pass it?
And no worries. If you want to keep driving, I'm here for it. I'm here until 7 either way, you know. So, no worries.
Wow. Nice. So that's way bigger than the Cybertruck.
Oh, have you seen one of those too?
Oh, I've driven them.
Oh, really? How's it going? Lift that up.
Right. I love the lights.
Right?
Yeah.
Everything's here.
Yep. Very cool.
And then, how long have you said you had your S?
11 years.
Wow, so you were like before the curve.
Oh yeah, way before.
Yeah, wow.
Put your foot on the brake. It starts up.
Yep, everything turns on there. Just put stay in demo mode.
Okay. And what's cool is this has right here power base. So this allows you to share it, and it will reverse out of the power cord. So you get there's a special plug-in, and you can use that to run like a tailgate party.
That's awesome.
And then here's the power reserve, so you can set your reserve, and it will cut off at a certain level. So say you want to get home, so I'll have 200 miles of range, and you go back, and so now that's killer. Yeah. Or you can do a timer, which is insane. God, this is so cool. Power window lockout, park assist. It's got parking. So it's got parking assist everywhere.
Yeah,
that's
your
cool.
sensors there.
Yep. Google Maps.
Yeah, the activate location.
Yep.
On your phone.
Let's see, podcast, Amazon Alexa.
Then I know my other Chevrolets, once it's connected to Google and everything, all you have to say, "Hey Google," and it goes. Oh, there you go. There it goes, responding.
There's your camera. Wow.
So let's see what that is. Oh, front. Oh my goodness.
Curbs.
Oh, wow.
And that just shuts off that 360.
Yeah. Huh.
Up there's that one pedal driving on and off.
Oh, really? Look at
Yep.
that.
Traction control, brightness there.
Huh. Trailer mode. And I think this one is 10,000 pounds towing, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't want to shoot myself in the foot. I will definitely look that up
Yeah,
for
we'll
you.
have to check that out. Charge assist, next charge, 100%.
And of course, they don't recommend you charging.
Right,
It's
it should
only
be 80%.
Yep.
This is what it should be, 80%.
340.
Yep. Wow.
So the real question is, would you get the Chevy Silverado electric, or would you wait for the new GMC Denali EV that's coming out, which looks really, really good? I've driven, of course, the Cybertruck, and that was an amazing vehicle for driving, very controversial in the looks. And then, of course, the F-150 drove really well, and it actually was a nice riding truck. It did feel like they just put an electric motor in an F-150. And then I drove the Hummer, which felt very ponderous and huge and kind of over the top. And the question is, what truck would I get? And each truck has a different purpose, and I didn't even talk about the Rivian electric truck. But there's a lot of different trucks out there to pick, which is really, really nice. Me personally, I think the prices are all too high for them. I mean, they're out of my budget. I paid $30K for my used Model S, so I'm just not really in the market for a $100K pickup truck. But, when these things become used and I can pick up one for, say, $40K, say 5-6 years from now, I'll be all over it. That's going to be the really tough choice, is which one to get. So we'll have to see. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to Bryce's channel on YouTube. Thank you for watching.